Everybody's just trying to get along and have a good life. All of the races are different. Just because they're different doesn't mean anybody's better or worse than anybody.
Hey, where's the diversity hire?
I got a dude in my car. I didn't ask for it, but the whole world is watching.
Well, it's okay, you don't like me.
Man, I'm not out here to be your friend. I need to know if shit pop off that you got my back.
Can't hide it, Wood. Humans have physical tells. Like the face.
What's my face?
The human who needs a lot more conjugal love type face.
Do not wink at me like that.
Welcome to What the Flick, everybody. We're all here. Matt, I'm Ben, and Alonso, and Christy talking about Bright. I will not be talking about Bright because I didn't see it, even though apparently all I had to do was watch it on Netflix, but that was too much time.
You make it sound easy.
You chose wisely.
I was going to say, good on you.
Yeah. So who's describing?
Yeah, so Bright, well, it's the writer of Victor Frankenstein and the director of Suicide Squad, hooray! And, you know, it's basically a mashup of Alien Nation and Zootopia and Theodore Rex and some other stuff, but it's set in an LA where there are orcs and elves and fairies and
Fairies?
Yeah.
Now I'm excited.
Yeah, and there's cops and there's a thing that everybody wants, and there's an intrigue and a conspiracy, and it's take a look.
I'm already knowing ain't nobody got my back.
They don't teach that at the academy.
No, they do not.
I am not afraid, I am not afraid.
They're gonna keep coming.
I am not afraid, I am not afraid.
Let's do it.
Some days I can't get out of my head. That's just the dark side of me.
This is Will Smith.
Yeah.
And Joel Edgerton.
And Joel Edgerton.
Will
David
Smith
directing.
Yeah. Will Smith looking like 10 years older than he looked in Suicide Squad. Like just looks, I don't know if it's that he didn't want to be there, but he just, he whatever that thing is that Will Smith usually radiates, even in a dramatic role, it's just not here. He just feels like he's going through the motions,
Maybe
which
he's
is what
meant
the
to
movie
be,
feels like.
and maybe he's meant to be like world weary. Maybe there's intent
Right.
behind it. This movie makes no sense. This never ever works. This conceit is ambitious as hell. Good for you for trying, you know. But it never. It's End of Watch meets Lord of the Rings. It's fucking stupid. I hated it from the very
End
beginning.
of Watch was really good.
End of Watch
Yeah,
was really
End of
good.
the one good movie that David Ayer has directed.
Yeah.
It was really good.
I thought Fury was pretty good, but I liked End of Watch a lot. I liked
That's
Fury.
the one in the tank with Brad Pitt.
That's the tank
Pretty
one.
tense.
That was all right.
good.
That was all right.
It was all right. Yeah. No, it was good.
Right.
This
This
just
story
never
is
works.
lame,
my
right? And
favorite
it's
Brad Pitt in
frustrating
the tank
because
movie.
I think Ayer does
Well, one of them.
a decent enough job trying to execute this kind of dark, not exactly funny buddy cop story that's stuck with this really dopey story from Max Landis. And this could have been, it's the racial allegory it's doing here is so ham-fisted, it's so obvious. And again, like, yeah, we all saw Alien Nation years ago. Okay, very exciting. Yeah, I mean, the fact that this movie has a black lead is supposed to make the racial allegory stuff less tiresome and familiar, but it doesn't.
Yeah. No,
Right.
Yeah.
This could have been a movie with some really interesting world building, and it just completely ignores any opportunity to do that there. You get hints of this long 2,000-year backstory of a world in which orcs and elves have been around forever, but
don't know
it
what
never
orcs
really.
are.
Remember in Warcraft,
They're sort
like
of
big
ogre-y,
blue hulking,
they got
and
the teeth and the-
rings, and they're
Right,
blue.
the big thug-looking dudes.
But I
in
mean,
Lord of the
they're
Rings.
so well known that you can like transform them from movie to movie, world to world, that people just know that's an orc.
I guess so. I mean, like there are many different kinds of movies that have orcs in them,
Think ogre,
like
basically.
right, like
They're
World
sort
of
of
Warcraft
Shrekky.
has them.
But
yeah,
this is
it's
spelled
an ogre.
differently than morks.
Yes,
ORC.
yes.
Also, so
Yes.
Joel Edgerton is the orc, right? And what is this accent he's doing? Is it New York?
It's Orcian.
It's Orcian. It's New
Orcian.
Orcian. It's really weird and it's distracting and just it's so off tonally. Like it tries to be this wacky kind of sticky buddy cop movie, like mismatched buddy cop movie.
But then it gets like dark and serious.
And it's so violent, and then it gets super violent like out of nowhere, and then there's like strippers to make it edgy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the requisite scene where they go through the crowded nightclub where there's the guys with the like super spiky mohawks, and Dave's like, oh, I love this club. It exists in every stupid movie ever made. You know?
And people were just like doing drugs out in the open. It's very edgy.
There's a couple moments where there's some legit laughs. Like at one point, Edgerton's character Jakoby turns on the radio, and it's this like thrash metal, and Will Smith turns it off. He's like, that's one of the most beautiful orcish love ballads of all time. I'm like, okay, that's kind of cute. And there's hints of what this movie could have been, which makes it really frustrating because I would have loved to have seen 7 or 8 more passes at this script by some real writers.
Well, yeah, I mean, the world building doesn't even really make sense because if orcs have been around for 2,000 years, I don't know. I feel like the modern world would look significantly more different than this one, which basically looks like LA, except that there's a really fancy elf neighborhood that looks like Rodeo Drive.
Elf Town. Was it Century City? I can't remember.
No, that was downtown.
Is it? Okay.
No, but I mean, but it looks.
It's Fourth and Hope.
But it's very posh.
It's that hill at Fourth and Hope. Yes, but yeah, and Elf Town is posh. And then they visit there, and then
but
that idea is over.
Otherwise, exactly. But otherwise, it's the same thing.
They don't.
Sadly,
it's a waste if you're going to live down there.
Yeah, this was, and it's like, what is it? Is it full 2 hours?
Yeah,
or more?
it's 2 solid hours.
It just, you get the idea of it, and then it just goes around in circles until we finally get to the big confrontation, and not one but 2 chosen ones. It's like,
right. There's parts of this like you see it really wants to be like Training Day. It really wants to have, but then it also wants to be this kind of funny Lethal Weapon type movie. It's all over the place, and I feel like Ayer almost gets it cohesively together, almost. But I think the script just leaves too much, like the script's just a mess.
It's it'd be hard for anybody to juggle all of that and make it seem seamless, but it's bad. Anyway, I'm saying 2.5. It's bad.
2.
3, but I wasn't paying complete attention, so I'm probably too high.
So you missed all the subtleties.
Well, Scott Mendelson on Forbes said, like, this is a movie that Netflix thinks that we're going to sort of half watch while playing Candy Crush on the sofa. Like, that it's a sort of new paradigm of, like, Netflix doing Hollywood blockbusters that we're going to kind of pay attention
I saw the New York Times did a list of the 50 or 100 best movies that are on Netflix right now, and I'm telling you that you don't need to you could play Candy Crush and watch Schindler's List.
Watch Mudbound.
Can I recommend? Say watch Mudbound, watch My Happy Family, watch Deidre and Lainey rob a train, the Gilmore Girls. Watch Phineas and Ferb. Really, anything is better than.
But there's some. I mean, I happen to read it, but I'm like, wow, there's great stuff there. Like I sort of think of Netflix as totally transforming into series now, but they have right now.
Watch Gentlemen for Blondes.
Yeah, right.
Come on, give yourself a break.
All right, so our number is 2.5. It's 27% on the tomato meter. So don't do this during the holidays.
If you're with 4 friends and one of them liked this.
Who are you?
Not among these 4. Well, we're not. You know what?
We haven't watched it.
We're not really friends.
Oh, there's that.
Happy New Year. See you guys soon. Bye.